Hello and welcome to SD Reviews. My name is Sash. Today I wanted to do a video on another Bellroy product that I've purchased that may help others out there if they're trying to make a decision like I did when I purchased it. So for some travel needs that I had, I went out and purchased two bags because I couldn't make up my mind and I didn't find a review that compared one and the other. Hence this video today. The bags I'm talking about are the Bellroy City Pouch Plus, which is this one here, and also the Bellroy Sling, which is this one here. Now, as you can see, this one still has its tags on it, and there's a story behind it as well. So, for the travel requirements that I had, specifically was for a bag that's going to carry my everyday bits and pieces, you know, things such as your, wallet, phone, and then other, carry goods and so forth. But particularly because I was traveling, I also wanted something that's going to fit my GoPro, my Insta360 Go 2 camera, and monopod, a small one that I can put the cameras on, and sunscreen, hand sanitizer, all that stuff. So what I'm not going to do today is try and pack these bags to see how much they can fit, but more why I picked each one and why I didn't pick the other one. I'll explain that. So in regards to the bags themselves, I mean, you may have seen some other videos around the Bellroy wallets. I am a big fan of the brand. I think they make good quality goods, and hence why I keep going back. There is something about the material in both these bags that is very appealing. I think it's more around the strength and versatility and the fact that they look like they can withstand a lot, including the weather. So I'm just going to put this one down and start having a look at the City Pouch. So with the City Pouch, it is a black color that I picked. I'm just going to have a look at the actual specific color that they, Melbourne black, there you go, I knew there was something. Look, there's not too much in regards to this particular bag. You may see there is a leather slogan there with the Bellroy logo. That's the only leather component on the bag, but it does have a lot of storage and a lot of pockets. So one thing that I do enjoy about Bellroy is, and I've got it in my Bellroy Classic backpack down there, which I might even review in itself, is they tend to use contrasting colors. So as you can see, the bag is black, but inside it is like a cream color. But the important thing there is that you can actually find things easier as opposed to if it was black lining. So if I was to chuck my phone in there, it's going to be a lot easier. Well, my lighting doesn't help here, but you just have to take my word for it. A lot easier to see it as opposed to if the bag was black. So from a versatility point of view, one of these sections are for like a tablet and so forth, which I didn't carry, so I didn't really see personal benefit in it, but you may if you carry an e-reader or a small iPad and so forth. But if I go back into the bag has a front zip with a nice, well, I lied, there is more leather because these tabs here are leather with very strong zips. So inside you do have a front zip pocket. Inside there is a main compartment which does have that padded insert, and then at the back there is another section. So you've got the front section here, back section, and two expandable pockets. Well, technically it's three. The third one there is probably more suited to something such as this maybe pen that will fit in there. But the good thing that I liked about this bag is it's very slim, right? And the way it's designed is that when these tabs are pulled, when it's across your body, it actually compacts and I guess squeezes the bag together. That's the technical term. However, once you start filling it in, it does open up a fair bit, as you can see from the side as well. The sling is very similar in that aspect, as I mentioned, in regards to the City Pouch, is that you've got your leather tab here, leather tabs on the zips. It's got a front zip, which when you open it, you can fit sort of, I would say, you know, even a pocket umbrella, but something that's thin. Then you've got the main pocket, which has the 2 zips. And when you open that bugger, it's big in size, but the zips don't open wide enough. I think that was my biggest gripe with it. Although you can fit a lot, I wish these zips opened up all the way around the bag, because you sort of, I don't know, you're restricted to how you're going to get stuff in there. Once you're inside, it's got a little tab for your keys, and it's also got another front zip where you can put, and it's a soft lining inside where you can, you know, possibly put your, where do I chuck it? Your trusted phone to protect it, and it's very, very padded at the front. So it's got a thick padding here. But that being said, I didn't use this bag at all. I chose not to even take the tag off it. I couldn't find it to be too practical, and I'll show you shortly what I mean by that. I'll just put it across my body so you can see it, and I'll show you a few close-ups. But I found that even though I can open it, and I should add that the system on this one is very similar to the City Pouch, where once it's on you, you know, even if you put stuff in the bag, when you pull these tabs, I'm not sure if you can see that, but if you pull the tabs, it does make the bag a lot more compact. So as you can see here, it's very square. As soon as you pull these tabs, it sort of squeezes it together and makes it more compact. Geez, I think I've said that compact word a lot of times, but I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I no doubt I can fit my camera. I can probably even fit my Canon that I'm recording in now as well in there if I had to, but it was just very hard to sort of get stuff, and it was too big for a bum bag, fanny pack, side bag, whatever you want to call it, but not quite a backpack either. So that's what sort of put me off it. From a specifics point of view, and I'll put them up on the screen, you know, it's actually got a magnetic clasp on the strap. Now this is something that I did like and I didn't like. So on the strap that goes around your body, right, it's got this little clasp, and it opens and closes with a magnet. Now the magnet is quite strong. You're not going to pull it out like that. Like that you are. That was the other thing that sort of put me off it, because I was traveling at that stage, or I purchased it for travel around Europe. I wanted the extra security to be there, and I felt that being that this used a magnet system, that it wouldn't be too hard for someone to snatch it if they really wanted to, because it doesn't take much. You just, and I ended up taking a PackSafe bum bag, let's call it that, because I felt that it was a lot more better built for the purpose that I needed it for. Now you may not need it for that, but I just wanted to highlight that compared to something different. So let me just show you what it looks like on as well. So this is the Sling on. You know, I'm no fashion expert, but you know, you can wear it up here, you can wear it on the side, you can wear it on your back, blah blah blah. But I felt like because it was close to your body, it just wasn't practical for me to sort of take things in and out. And I wasn't prepared to unclip it or remove it every 5 seconds. So, and I'm a large bloke, and this is pretty large, right? Yeah. Now the City Pouch, on the other hand, is a lot smaller. The other thing is the fact that it's horizontal and these very thin straps may look a little bit feminine, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't care. I still used it. And I can tell you now, just by having this on me now, is a lot lighter and a lot less fiddlier than the sling bag that I showed you previously. And to get things in and out of there is a lot easier because it's more of a side fitting bag. Open it, take your stuff out, and off you go. And I want to demonstrate something quickly now just to show you the size or how much you can fit in it. So for example, this here is a 500ml SodaStream bottle, and that will fit comfortably in my City Pouch. Doesn't matter which pocket I put in there, but and once it's in there, believe it or not, I think I can even zip it up. Oops, I hope I didn't spill it, but as you can see, and it's still very compact. Ta-da, it's like a magic trick. That just gives you a bit of an indication of the size of this one. Although I did say I'm not going to be stuffing it up with too many things inside. So when I set out to do this video, as I would have stated at the start of it, was that the idea was to show others out there what each of these two bags are like in comparison, without going into too much detail and putting things in there and so forth. But take my word for it, the Sling would fit more. You can fit a lot more bits and pieces in it, but it's harder to get in and out of, and it's not as comfortable because it's bulky. It's in the border of too big, and a little bit uncomfortable, even for someone of my size. The City Pouch, on the other hand, was a lot more practical, and you can even chuck that in your backpack if you needed to for whatever reason. The straps I'm not a big fan of. They're a bit too thin for my liking, but the good thing with that was that when I was traveling in the summer, not having massive straps around you did help if you don't like the heat, right? Because if you had a big fat strap around your neck as you're walking around, it will, you know, irritate or make you even hotter than need be. So that in that circumstance, the thin straps were a big plus. And I did manage to fit in, you know, 4 passports, wallet, mobile, notepad, pen. What else did I have in there? Hand sanitizer, boarding passes, and all sorts of bits and pieces. So in summary, if you're going to look at both, and mind you, they're not cheap. You know, if I'm just looking at the site right now at Bellroy, the City Pouch Plus in the Melbourne Black still retails at $149. Some of them do drop in price, just depending on the colour, and they come in 3, 4, 5, 6 colours, and they go down to about $99 for whatever colour that is. Same with the Sling, they retail at about $150 or $149 also, and you know, horses for courses, right? If you wanted something a bit bigger, something that's easier to take on and off, maybe the Sling is for you. For me personally, I prefer the Pouch Plus. You know, as a young father, see how I said that, young father, because I still consider myself young. When we're out and about and I get stuck with all the bits and pieces in there with keys and their mobiles and their pocket chargers and hold this, Dad, and my passport. It was very handy, and it meant that I didn't have to carry a backpack. But that's my thoughts anyway. So I will put some of the specifications up on the screen for both of them, so you can have a look. Otherwise, you can jump online. But that's my opinion. That's my thought around both these bags. That sling that's sitting there behind me now, resting with its tags on, will be going back out into the marketplace. I think I genuinely can't see myself using it in the near future. I probably will prefer to stick with the City Pouch when I do need something. But yeah, you may disagree. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Like anything else that's Bellroy, though it is great quality. The fabric's amazing. They do come with a 3-year warranty, and they're made from Luma weave. If you jump on the website, it will take you through it. I'm not going to bore you with all that, but just take my word that it feels strong and weatherproof. It feels solid. It feels like it can take a bit of a beating. And the good thing is, if you get a bit of dirt and whatnot, you can just wipe it off with a wet wipe or whatever you've got handy, just to keep the appearance going. You know, I found that in Europe, let's call them man bags, were a big thing. Everyone had one. Here in Australia, not no such, I guess, luck, or perhaps fashion, or whatever you want to call it. I still tend to use it every now and then, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it added some value to you, and I didn't waste your time. But thank you for tuning in. My name is Sash. This is ST Reviews. Take care and brush your hair.